This interview is being presented by Intimidation Clothing. Impose your will. Uncivilize. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Be a beast among men. Adrenaline Training Center. Up your game. Change the way you train. TheDailyPunch.net. Have you gotten your Daily Punch? Area 51 Fight Gear and MMA Mind Power. Late Night MMA Radio is live Monday and Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Call into the show to win MMA merchandise. www.latenightmma.com. Join the revolution. But up next, Razor Rob. You there, bro?
I'm here. Yeah.
Good stuff, man. What's going on?
Wow. What's not going on in my life?
You're busy, man.
Super busy, man. Crazy.
So how's the clothing line going?
The clothing line is doing well. RazorClothing.tv. Killing it. Still have a bunch of new stuff for St. Patrick's Day. We're doing a sale down at HB Ultimate Training Center this Saturday, which is St. Patty's Day. And then we're doing an after party at Beachfront 301 in downtown Huntington Beach. So it's a good, crazy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, for sure, man. So last time we talked, you were just coming off that fight in Japan. Want to just talk about the experience of going over to Japan and fighting?
Yeah, it was. I'd been there before. It wasn't my first time there. I cornered Tito Ortiz the time before that. So it was a little bit of a different experience. It seemed a little bit more organized when UFC was there.
Right.
It seemed like a lot bigger production than it did. You always hear like Dream and blah blah blah, this and that. When I got there, we were literally flew on the back of not a tsunami, but a typhoon. That's what they call it.
Right.
So it was crazy. From the flight there to everything, and then the time change. So it was interesting.
Okay, man. So any idea when you're getting back into the cage?
I'm under contract with Bellator. I've been offered some shots here and there, so just kind of sitting back and seeing where what settles and what makes sense for me right now.
Okay, bro. The experience of coaching on Team Bisping for the Ultimate Fighter, how was that?
Yeah, that was my second time around. I did season 11 with Tito Ortiz versus Chuck Liddell, and season 14. Season 14 with Michael Bisping. It was cool because I've seen Mike at the gym, and he was good friends with my buddy Tiki, and he trained at HB Ultimate where I train at. But getting there, you really get to know somebody when you spend 6 weeks with them.
Right.
Most of the day, 7 days a week. After a while, you know what I mean. The guys, I consider him a brother now. And it's funny because people are so, they might talk smack on the internet or, but when you meet the guy, he's a cool guy. He's a good guy.
For sure.
And, the experience was awesome. The experience was cool. It was, meeting all these kids and just seeing, the beginning. The beginning of the career. Maybe they've had some fights. Maybe a lot of fights. But just the reality of me being there personally and knowing how it's going and seeing it all unfold. It's always a cool experience to walk away and go, man. And then you get to watch them on TV. Later on with your family, hey, I trained that guy, I know that kid. It's cool.
Right. Talk a little bit about this Mayhem Miller-Bisping fight. Were you surprised by Bisping's performance?
I'm going to be totally honest with you. I've known Jason Miller, man, since he was 18. He came to our gym, and I think I was probably the first guy to talk to him.
Yeah.
And then I brought him in to train with me and everybody at Team Punishment, and he became, a solid team member. So I knew Jason personally. I knew I trained with Jason. I thought Jason, was a very skilled submission guy. His stand-up's gotten a lot better. And I've trained with Bisping, Michael Bisping, and I got to tell you, Bisping is he's a different kind of animal, man. The guy, he's really strong. And you think technique outweighs leverage, outweighs strength. But he knows how to use it. And I thought that once Jason felt that, it might be a little worrisome for him. And you could kind of tell the first round, Jason came out, he looked really good, and at one point he kind of closed the gap on him, and Mike shucked him away like he was a fly. And it looks like at that time, the look on Jason's face was like, oh man, like,
right,
like, oh shit, I'm in for a long one, because I think Jason's ultimate goal was probably just to close the gap and tie him up and try to be an octopus. And Mike's takedown defense is pretty good, and he's strong, like ridiculously strong.
For sure, man. Now, Mayhem has a fight coming up with CB Dalloway. And Dana talked about cutting Mayhem after this last fight. So what do you think the keys to victory here are for Mayhem?
Man, being my boy. Honestly, I think he's a lot better than he did perform against Bisping. Bisping is a seasoned vet now. He's a company guy. He's fought top-level competition. So is Jason, but I think it was a different animal. I think Jason needs to use his best attributes, and if he's going to be on the outside, he needs to hum those kicks and set him up with punches. And then when CB goes to do that, I'm going to take you down and score, Jason needs to twist him up into a pretzel and come off with some crazy sub that he's got in his bag of tricks.
For sure, man. Okay, to wrap this up here, just talk to us a little more about Razor Clothing and promote your Twitter or Facebook or any sponsors you want to throw out there.
Cool. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. RazorClothing.tv, that's where you can find us at. We started with me and some guys, and just coming out and training and doing our thing and kind of pushing the edge. And it was like, hey, man, you got an extra shirt. Started with walkout shirts, and the next thing you know, I'm selling these things. And it started out, very well and still going. I started in '06, and man, it's already been 6 years. So it's been a cool thing to do. It kind of got me business minded, on all the things I've done, training and traveling and doing stuff. So it helps me support my family, which definitely is cool. What else? You guys, I'm always online. I work for LA Boxing. I fly around and do seminars for LA Boxing, train their instructors as well. So I'm always online. I'm always on my smartphone or on my computer. You can reach me at RAZOROB on Twitter, or the official Razor Rob fan page, LA Boxing instructors page on Facebook. So super busy. I'm always out there, helping guys promote stuff.
Good stuff, man.
Fights. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you taking the time for us once again, and hopefully we can talk to you around the time of your next fight.
For sure. I got some cool stuff in the works, so we'll see. Probably overseas. So we'll see.
That's cool. Okay, man. We'll talk to you soon.
For sure. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.